Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. This is Mike. I just wanted to get online for a few minutes. It's very late Sunday night, and I wanted to talk about a little project that I've started doing recently. I finally decided to catalog my DVD Blu-ray collection on Movie Collectors, the website, app, whatever you want to call it. And this is a project that I've started maybe 5 times before. I always sign up for this project, this website, and they have a free period for something like 5 days or 7 days, and then you have to decide if you want to pay for it and keep going. So I always make it to the end of the free period after I've cataloged maybe 150 films. And then I just say, that's too much trouble, and I just don't do it. But this time I finally decided to go ahead, and I want to find out exactly how many movies I own in my collection. It's been probably 20 years since I bothered to try to count, and I'm just curious. So anyway, I started doing this maybe a week or so ago, and the price is right. It's not very expensive to do this. I have the app on my phone here, so you can scan. See if you probably can't see that right there in that little corner. See, I'm sure you can't see that at all. So I started doing this. It's supposed to be really easy, right? And it was just way too much trouble. So I just decided to keep getting a pile of DVDs, Blu-rays, and carrying them down the stairs to my computer room, because my TV room is upstairs. And so it gives me something to do. I put them all in by hand, one by one, and gives me some exercise going up and down the stairs 40,000 times a day. And it's kind of fun. And it's really interesting to find what you discover in your collection when you start digging into the shelves, right? Because if you're like me and all you do is continually buy new stuff, bringing it up into the room and stacking it up on tables, making the eternal watch pile even bigger as you bring more stuff in, stuff you never get around watching. And the shelves along the walls are just completely clean, in order, symmetrical, and never touched, right? You forget what's in there because you never go to the shelves to pick something out. So I've been discovering a few things. Yeah, for example, one of my recent videos, I showed this Sons of Katie Elder, this John Wayne film, which I had never seen, that I picked up at Disc Replay for $3.33. I'm glad I was cheap, because I discovered that I already had this movie on this little John Wayne compilation, which also has The Shootist, another film I've never seen, and El Dorado, John Wayne, Robert Mitchum, which is a very good film. So this is a nice little set. Every movie is in its own DVD, its own section. They're not all stacked on top of each other. So anyway, this goes back to Disc Replay, or I will just give it to Goodwill. So, and I also was going through my Woody Allen collection. I actually own almost every one of Woody Allen's films on DVD. There are only maybe 3 titles that I don't have, and a couple of things on Blu-ray as well. But I found out, I was surprised about this. I found out that there are several movies that I have had for years, and I've never opened them, right? Never opened them. For example, Bullets Over Broadway. I can't remember now if I saw this in the theater or not. I really can't remember. But I bought a Woody Allen Blu-ray box set a couple of years ago that has this on it, so I know I've seen it, but I've never opened this up. Never opened up Small Time Crooks, and I did see this at the show. I've seen Broadway Danny Rose in the theater. I've never watched it at home, obviously. Never watched Zelig, but I did see that one. And even, I really couldn't believe this, Annie Hall. I've had Annie Hall sitting on the shelves in this nice little slipcase set for years, and I've never watched it at home. And I guess the only time I've ever seen Annie Hall, which is such a great film, has been at the theater. I've seen it maybe twice, but Never at home. Isn't that weird? Unless I recorded it on a VHS years ago. But anyway, things you find on the shelves when you finally get around to looking at them. And something else I saw, which I had forgotten that I had. This is kind of funny. Way down on the bottom shelf in the corner, covered by dust, I thought, what the hell is that? And it's this Carnival Video VHS case, right? The movie on here is Count Yorga Vampire. And I remember that I bought this at some kind of a warehouse sale, 25 years ago. Some local, was it a warehouse or was it an actual video store? I can't remember, because we never had a Carnival Video around here ever. So somebody just kind of shipped all this stuff in to a store that was going out of business. And I remember they had just stacks and stacks of VHS tapes that were incredibly cheap. And of course, freaks like me were in there just, buying bags full, boxes full, because we thought VHS would never disappear, right? Who knew? Anyway, it's Count Yorga Vampire. And of course, it's empty. This is my last connection with the world of VHS, folks. Pristine condition. And I think I'll use this for a display. This is kind of fun. Carnival Video. Did you guys ever have a Carnival Video in your town? We did not. We had Blockbuster and a lot of mom and pop places. But anyway, I don't know why I kept this, but I'm kind of glad that I did now. So anyway, that's about all I have to say. I am going to actually drag my ass out to the movies probably this week. There's a new film out that I want to see. It's called Nefarious, which I've heard many good things about from a lot of people online that I respect. I actually really listen to what they have to say, and I think this is something I would like. It looks like a very intense movie, and I've seen the trailer, so I don't know exactly what to expect, but I think it's going to be interesting. So, me at the movies again. I have not been to the theater since I went to see The Whale, which was several months ago. Yeah, which was also a great film. Not easy to watch, but I'm glad I saw it. So anyway, Nefarious. The big movie playing now at the local Monsterplex is the new Super Mario Brothers film. So that's what's dragging everybody in. And I don't know what else is playing, so totally out of touch. So anyway, that's all I had to say, but say hello to everyone and wish you a happy beginning of the week, starting in just a few hours. So, all right. Take care, folks.